Okay guys, we found ourselves inside of the CT5 and we might be kicked out really soon because they're about to do a little event, but like I said on my post, I am not impressed with this interior. It's a little bit of a letdown, if I'm going to say, honestly. The steering wheel, it looks like something out of a Chevy. I mean, the buttons, they feel nice, but this, it's just plastic. It's not a nice plastic either. And coming down to the center, you get wireless charging over here. They have a newer shift style knob. This is their new system, and everything feels nice. This is metal. It looks, there's a nice design on it, but again, this plastic is not something you want to see in a much more expensive car. Again, this material, it's not leather. It's just soft touch material. And again, the things don't feel very bad. It's just the price point for what this car is going against. It's not really that nice. This material, a little bit gloss, and it feels a little bit cheap. Now this is a pre-production car, so again, we can't expect everything to be perfect, but the placement of some things like these dot knobs are a little bit strange. This material on the dash, it's soft touch, it's stitching, but again, a little bit cheaper over here too. The screen, it's nice. It's a nice size, a little bit of a bezel too. Again, a little bit of a different cost-cutting feature here. You do get mirrorless rear mirror here, very nice. Cadillac's been doing this for a while. Overall, it's interesting. You guys have to judge it for yourself. As we found ourselves now looking at the exterior of the new CT5, I have to say it looks a lot better in person than in the pictures. Here's my biggest problem, and I've seen a lot of people complaining about this. We had some accurate guys come over here and they were complaining about it too. This panel right here, why couldn't they have made this glass? And now this piece up here is its own little issue. Kind of looks a lot like the Honda Accord. Leave it up to you guys to judge that. But this could have been glass right here. It's plastic. We actually opened the door right here. You can see it's just a little bit of plastic piece right here. They could have made this glass and extended the roof line out, but they didn't. I'm not sure how to think about that, but I'm not a really big fan of it. Overall, the exterior design is a lot better in person, like I said before, than in the pictures. It's really low, it's really long, and it's very tight, and it's a nice sports sedan style feel. Coming around to the rear, we can see they did a really nice job with these rear taillights. Again, the signature Cadillac vertical design there. I really am not a fan of the new structure here. That's actually Newton meters of torque. This is a 350 number, and trust me, it does not have 350 pound-feet of torque. That's just a number that's rounded up by 50 in Newton meters. It's very confusing. If we are looking at the rear design, though, it is nice because you can see Cadillac always does a nice job incorporating their fender flares coming out of the round back there, if you can kind of point out there. I do like how they actually went with horizontal exhaust tips this time instead of the vertical ones that were on the CTS. It looked a bit strange in that model. Cadillac also does really nice side mirrors too. Very slim and sleek. They are a little bit hard to see out of, but I do really like them in terms of design. You can also see Cadillac's new badge here that they're putting on all their models now. Originally this was on the CT6, but now they're putting this monochrome badge on all their new models. Coming around to the front design, I like it. It's nice in person. It's a lot better than in pictures, but I'm not sold on it completely. This piece right here is what bothers me the most. If you come take a closer look right here, it's a giant panel of black plastic. I mean, yeah, it looks nice overall when you look at it as a whole, but just looking at this piece right here, I'm not a big fan. And definitely in the white models, it does not look that good because all you're going to see is all that black plastic. I do like the grille, and I do actually like the hood lines right here. If you look at the hood lines, and if we were to find a picture of a CT6, CTS, I'll try to superimpose it here. You can actually see a similar design theme where they have these creases coming in right here, and a similar shape to the grille. It's really nice, and if they just fix this bottom piece, it would look so much better. I do kind of like the headlights, or like this hockey stick style. We do still have the vertical LED running lamps that Cadillac is known for, and these are also LED lights too. I do like the wheels. They're really nice big size. So those nice red Cadillac brakes, and we know Cadillac makes really good brakes too on the performance cars. This is probably going to be no exception too. Again, these front panels, at least they do provide some active air, as you can see on the air curtains on the side. So it's okay as they're active. I do like that point, but again, I don't know how I feel about this giant black plastic. 5 we just saw is more sporty trim. This is the more luxurious model. And I have to say, I do like it a lot more with this luxury model. In this model, this whole black area down here is kind of broken up with this more lighter chrome trim on the lower end and on the grille. It looks a lot more premium, and I get a lot of good vibes from that Scala concept. And also, this color is beautiful in person. You guys definitely have to check it out. I do like how Cadillac, like a lot of other manufacturers, are integrating a lot of their radar systems into their badge. Of course, they will be offering the Cadillac Super Cruise on these models eventually, which will be using the cameras. It's kind of like Tesla's autopilot system. Not as advanced, but it's a good thing to have. Now, you do see this weird roofline thing. Well, not weird, but unique roofline design aspect, a lot more with the brighter trim. It looks a little bit better in this trim, actually. It looks a little bit less cheap with the chrome instead of, you can see over here on the CT5 where it's in black. But I do like it a lot more with this in this trim. The rear end's really nice in the CT5 too. There's a nice ducktail spoiler integrated into the trunk lid. And again, you can see the nice wide body in the back. It's a really nice car. But again, I don't know if Cadillac should continue doing what they're doing with this segment. It's not really fitting into like a 3 Series or a 5 Series competitor. It's right in between in terms of sizing. But Cadillac's saying it's going to be priced a little bit more towards a C-Class or a 3 Series instead of the 5 Series. But it is a lot bigger than you think. So I don't know how buyers are going to react to that. It's something they're going to have to test drive and see in person. It's a really interesting vehicle. Again, you can see earlier in the video, we did look inside of the interior of the Sport model. We can't look at the interior of this one because it's on the stage right now. I'm not a fan of the interior on the Sport model. It's just too much. I feel like I'm in a Chevy or something. Now, I do know this model and the interior. Let's see if we can get a closer look. This model does have a fully wrapped steering wheel in leather, actually, including the airbag cover. It looks a lot better than the Sport model, and the materials are a lot nicer. Here you get wood and the Super Cruise integrated into the steering wheel, which is really cool. I just wish they spent a little bit more time on that interior. I feel like I'm sitting in an upscale Chevy. Well, I mean, not necessarily an upscale Chevy, but they definitely can do some work in it. And again, I'm not a big fan of this naming strategy. It's confusing. It's going to confuse buyers. 550T. What does that mean to you? It's not 550 horsepower. It's not 550 pound-feet of torque. It's not even 550 newton meters of torque. It's newton meters rounded up. Again, we don't use that in the US, so not a lot of you guys won't know that. I'll try to put some of the actual numbers right down here. It's just a little bit confusing. I know they're trying to copy like the Germans with Mercedes and Audi, where they have just numbers to integrate their model lineup. I wish they would just go back to names, because I know Lincoln's going back to names right now. And honestly, it's doing really well for them. Look at the Corsair, you can look at the Navigator and Aviator. They brought back those names from the old MKC, MKZ. It was really confusing. I really do like that naming strategy. But overall, the CT5, you definitely have to see it in person. It's a lot better than in photos. So I hope you guys like this really short video of the CT5. Thanks for watching.